Hey everybody, welcome back. A lot of things been happening. So if you've been watching my Who Made More series, after June 9th tomorrow, there won't be another one for a little while. And that's only because I'm allowing more time for more figures to come out. Obviously, it's 14 years with Jack Tivik, 14 years with Mattel. So I can't really do the final video until the end of the year anyway. So, but a lot's been happening. My roommates moved out. My garage got destroyed, so a lot of my product got destroyed. I've been trying to work on salvaging it. Good news is, though, is I did get my Powertown figures. So I was going to kind of review them a little bit. Right off the bat, I'm a loose collector, but I gotta say, the boxes are flawless. I mean, they're... it's almost like it's a crime to want to open them up. The belts, I mean, I'm gonna open them up, of course, because I'm afraid there's always staining or, whatnot. But the belts, not many people have been talking about this yet, but the gold is, wow. This is the AWA Championship. This is the early AWA Championship, not the Nick Bockwinkel big belt version. Obviously, Vern Gagne. And I'm going to open that one up here in a second. I'll probably do an open video as well, but I was blown away with these, and no one's really talked about them. I mean, you got the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Now, what's cool about this one, of course, is Lou Thesz. Guy wrestled in the 30s and 40s and 50s. Look how tiny the belt is. Now you're thinking, well, that's just ridiculous. But that's the reality. Back then, belts were not gigantic. They were not a giant decal or logo of the company you're wrestling for. I mean, they might have had something in here, but really looking at this thing, it shows a wrestling ring. Yeah, it just shows a wrestling ring. It even says Lou Thesz on it. It says World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion Lou Thesz. Now, was that belt just designed only for him? Did they have, changeable blades or changeable nameplates? I don't know. I wasn't alive back then. Then you got Stan Hansen. Originally, Ted DiBiase was supposed to be in this line, but something about licensing issues. And then you got the PWF World Tag Team Championship. Now, as a belt person, again, these belts, you can only see so much. Look at the gold. It shines off. Even the bad camera, lighting I have in here and such. Again, I apologize. Right now, like I said, currently all my product that's not destroyed is sitting inside my condo. So once I get a chance to get my photo booth set up in my better area, I'll start working on that again. Long story short, my little brother and his wife moved from California with their kids. I only have a one-bedroom condo, so we had to make do. So a lot of my stuff is just cluttered around me right now. But I remember seeing these tag belts occasionally on eBay. I think in Japan they had made like 1/6 scale. I don't know how big that was. I was told they wouldn't fit action figures. They were just a little too big. But these, and I've been told these are bulkier. They're not going to fit around Mattel, figures. But that's okay. They don't need to. They just need to fit around the brand that they're making them for. And I think that as long as they keep it uniform to where you can put the belts on anybody in Wave 2 that nobody knows what Wave 2 is yet, I think that's a cool idea. You're getting belts that have never been, done before. I was very upset when Magnum TA got canceled back when Legends first ended. Then when they had that Lost Legends line, it was kind of cool. But this Magnum TA blows it out of the water. I mean, that NWA United States title. Look at that thing. Way more, it just looks more realistic. It's almost got like a gritty gold tint to it, which would be the style back in the day. Because they didn't change the belts they didn't give, when the guy won a belt, he wasn't just handed, a replica to carry around the next week or whatever it was. Like, supposedly you had to put deposit on these when you were the champion. If you lost the belt, you were, out some money. But, just great. Now, from looking at it, I was told that the wrist tape is, and I can kind of see, I'm going to open it up here in a second. I'm told there's no wrist tape. Even though pictures on the back it has wrist tape. But maybe that's just a change. Maybe that was a mess up on that one person's. I'll check mine here in a second when I do a loose review. But I just gotta say, these are just such beautiful. I mean, and I bought the whole set. I bought the whole $260, you know, hope and a prayer that this actually shows up, that this wasn't just a scheme to run away with some money. And then, of course, when I saw that the legs were snapping, I was a little annoyed. I was a little like, uh-oh, well, maybe these will just be in box, I guess. But they said they fixed them. I'm not about to sit there and test the theory. I will take them out of the box. I will display them, but I'm not going to kick their feet as high as they can. I'm going to try to make Bruiser Brody do the splits. But that belt, there's a better picture of that belt right there. You just see the shininess to it. And it's legible too, like it even says right there, it's like PWF World Tag Team Champion. I mean, that's, I know there's controversy with Mattel's SmackDown belts. If you look closely at the fine print, it's just a bunch of random letters jumbled together. It didn't say anything. It's almost like it's written in Russian or something. So again, I'm going to be opening these up. If you are enjoying the Who Made It Made More series, it's going to continue. It's just I'm taking a hiatus so we have more time. With Comic-Con coming up, that will allow maybe some new people to come up. I know that already one of my videos is outdated because Scott Steiner is officially in Elite 105. And Rick officially is now, I pre-ordered like 2 of them, in 104. So earlier when I wrote that they hadn't made them yet, now it's outdated. So I will update it with a longer video in the future. Like I said, those are like a 5-minute video, just a snapshot of stuff. I also figured out though that I've added the comments on. So people who have, you know, viewed as friends of mine have told me what to work on. But the comment section, because I said it's made for kids, I'm gonna stop making it for kids. Not gonna, you know, necessarily cuss or, you know, do a bunch of craziness to it, but that way allows for comments. Because I haven't seen anybody steal that idea yet from me. Wrestling Figs did. I was doing the recreate it, and then someone just decided to do a photograph thing. But I was only, you know, they're only doing Mattel figures. I was doing all figures, all wrestling figures you can find that are legit, not custom, not, you know, not tweaked or altered, that kind of stuff. But anyway, video's gone long enough. That's the update. I'm gonna open these up now. And maybe do like an individual review on each one. Will they be as good as all the other reviewers? No, of course not. I don't have that set up right now. But for those of you who didn't back these when they were basically a Kickstarter, when they were just, you know, hoping that they get enough views or whatever it was, and now you're kind of kicking yourself. You kind of should. Because I don't see these going up on eBay for anything cheaper than what I paid for them. These are like $45 a piece. I'm waiting for Series 2. I know they're doing the AWA Remco line, and that's cool and all, but I'm hoping we get more ultras of Nick Bockwinkel. We get Pedro Morales. You know, it'd be cool if we get the Koloffs. That's going to be awesome. If we get the Rougeaus, that'd be great. It sounds funny because I'm not even that old of a person who would really watch that, but then again, I kind of grew up in that, I was born in that era, but at the same time, I feel like those are the ones that we're missing, whereas we get new stuff, we always get the same Pipers, the same this and that, so getting new people, new faces, new belts, that's a cool thing. We are in a great time for wrestling, for Power Rangers, for Multiverse, all this cool stuff that ultimately I can't take with me when I die, so that's a little sad, but at the same time, what a time to be alive in. I remember my dad told me back when he was a kid, they didn't have toys. They had a fire truck, and by the time he was 9, he was learning how to drive, and very old school mentality guy, born in '54. But his son, not chip off the old block. I embrace the nerdiness of me, I guess. So anyway, thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.